Hi everyone, this is a hard video to make. I feel like I've been keeping this in for a long time now, but thanks to the bravery and the heroism of Nuclear Knight and her video about Eileen Wuornos, I think now is the time to put my case forward, as it were, and declare my respect and admiration for an underrated person, I feel, Harold Shipman. Now, if you don't know who Harold Shipman is, he was a doctor in Britain who in 2000 was convicted of murdering 15 people, although the number is probably much higher, with 218 murders being positively ascribed to him, which would make him one of the most prolific serial killers in history. His victims were mostly elderly women who died of overdoses of diamorphine. Now, I say victims, but that's just what the mainstream media wants you to think. In reality, Harold Shipman was a great man whose only crime was caring too much. You see, Harold saw these old women constantly coming into his practice and complaining about their hips, their backs, the fact that their grandkids never visit them, and he began to cry inside. He saw that these women were in constant physical and emotional pain, living in a world that had largely forgotten them. He knew that they were basically waiting to die, and he wanted to help them out. So he had to think about anything that he could do to help these poor people, and then an idea struck. He could use his powers as a doctor to alleviate these women of their suffering, thereby curing all their ailments. And so what if maybe they perhaps didn't want to die as much as Harold wanted them to? He was filled with compassion. He had to do it. He knew that all that was waiting for them when they got home was a cold bowl of tomato soup and a Super Saver pack of incontinence pads. He just couldn't allow them to suffer in this world for any longer. You know, we could all hope to be so selfless. This world is a harsh place, filled with dangers everywhere. Is it bad that you wouldn't want people who have suffered for longer than most to endure anymore? And just because he may have forged some of his victims' signatures on new wills and left himself all their money, he's suddenly treated as the bad guy. But come on, all this mercy doesn't come for free, you know. For doing all these acts of kindness, I think he deserves to be compensated, don't you? But no, he's thrown in jail for doing nothing more than stopping the suffering of hundreds of innocent men and women. He's a hero. We should all try to be more like this man. He's a role model for men everywhere. If people are suffering, kill them. Where's the justice?